Hey, what's up? Today I'm going to show you how to change your standard car stereo from your Mitsubishi Galant into your custom stereo with a system purchased on Amazon and double DIN. Here's the Android manual, the double DIN, and from Metro Online, the cables you're going to need. After removing the knobs on the controls for the AC unit, you can pull lightly from the bottom and the top. There are 4 clips on either side of the left and right hand corner, top and bottom, and you can pull snugly to remove, and then you can undo the harness clips for the AC unit at the bottom. Then, using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 4 Phillips head screws that are connected to the clips holding in the old stereo unit. After you're done removing the Phillips head screws, let's head inside to see what else we have. Here's our double DIN system that we purchased online, and we also have our harness wire system that we purchased through MetroOnline.com. It's pretty self-explanatory how it works. You basically just connect the light colors, and whatever you don't have, you wouldn't use. Here's our new stereo system. This is an Android, and it was roughly $215. We're hoping it works really well. We did purchase a 6-foot USB cable, and we are going to connect some external sources to play audio and video. We are connecting all the cables using quick connects rather than stripping the wires and using electrical tape, which you can do. This is just a faster way. And lastly, we have our GPS antenna. The process of connecting the cables together does take some time, but you don't want to rush this. You want to match the colors to each other and make sure you read the descriptions that are usually labeled with each wire. You don't want to have to go back and redo it later. If you don't have a function on your vehicle such as a rear view camera, then those are some wires you probably wouldn't connect. Otherwise, it's pretty self-explanatory. This next step is really important. Before you start hooking everything up and screwing everything back together, take your unit once it's connected with the harness and connect it to the stereo system in your car and make sure that everything powers on and works appropriately. That's what we're doing here. After you've plugged the stereo in and you've made sure that it turns on and that the functions work, your job is not over. We still need to attach the GPS, and so we're going to do that next. When you mount the GPS antenna, you do want to mount it onto something metal and preferably near the front of the vehicle. So we found a support beam under the car, and we've got a really good picture of it here coming from the front where the stereo used to be. We are going to mount it right here flush against this metal beam. And here's another look from the front after we have installed the GPS antenna. And so here it is on our metal beam, and now we're going to screw the other end into the stereo. You're going to plug the back of the GPS antenna into the what looks like a coax cable connection to the back of the radio, and then you're also going to connect the normal radio antenna into the back of the stereo as well. Okay, now comes the fun part. We're going to connect the harnesses together and connect the harness to the stereo system. Make sure it clicks solidly into place. And then we're going to start feeding the wires into the console area. Make sure that they're all back out of the way so that when we push the radio in, we're not pinching any wires and everything fits securely. Then you can take your Phillips head screwdriver and begin to reinstall the brackets that we used from the old radio back into the console. And then it's time to look at our double DIN setup to finish off the front-facing part of the console. Part of our prep work back when we did the wiring for the harnesses was to remove the AC controls from the old stereo face and to connect it to the new double DIN faceplate kit. We also did make a few adjustments to the kit to make sure that it fit just right. We wanted it to look really good. We also did remove the clips from the old face unit and put them on the new double DIN faceplate so that when we pushed it into place, it would snap in appropriately. And as you can see, everything fits just right, and it was a really simple, easy connection back to the stereo system. The only thing we have left to do is to reattach the knobs to control the AC unit and the airflow, and then we'll be back in business. Now comes the fun part, powering on the stereo system, and as you can see, it looks incredible. And so now we get just to play with the functions, the radio, the presets, and I'm going to fast forward the rest of this video so you can see all what the functions are. But that was a lot of fun, and for 250 bucks, when all is said and done, it's a lot cheaper than having somebody install it for you, and it is pretty simple. If you have any questions about how the install went or specifics on the merchandise, there will be links in the description below, and you're free to comment and ask questions, and I will help if I can. Thanks, guys.